Hey everyone, welcome back to Be the Hope. Here we are, Tuesday of the fifth week of Easter. So happy Easter to all of you. We're still celebrating the joys of the resurrection in Easter. So today I want to focus on this concept of peace. If you read the gospel reading for today, that's the topic of Jesus, right? Don't let your hearts be troubled, but find peace in Jesus, right? Because Jesus truly is the one that can provide all peace, all serenity, but also all healing. And what I've found is that more times than not, I can't fully receive the true peace of Jesus unless I am in a state of gratitude with Him. When we're trying to focus on our own daily lives and getting frustrated or allowing the little annoyances or nuances or whatever it may be, whether it be from other people or just things in our life, when we allow those to get in the way, it's hard for us to then focus on the true peace of Jesus, right? I always like to view our human heart, because of our sin and because of just our fallen and brokenness, it's kind of shattered into pieces, right? And the only way that it sticks together, the only way that we're made whole is through Jesus. And He's the glue, that glues our heart back together. He glues those broken pieces back together so that we can be made whole. And as He's gluing those pieces back together, He's giving us His peace, right? He's giving us His guidance, and He's giving us His love. But the more that we focus on ourselves or maybe on our own desires versus the true desire to love Jesus, that gets in the way of finding peace, right? When we're busy, how many times do we get so busy and so booked up in our schedules that we feel like we're going crazy and we don't have time to slow down and have just even a few moments of silence, where we struggle to find those moments of peace, right? Where our souls and our minds, maybe they just feel like they're on two different levels instead of being on the one level, and that level of focusing on Jesus. And that discord right there, where, our minds may be focused on the earthly pleasures and our heart is desiring something else, well, it's hard then to find that peace. It's hard to find that balance, right? And Jesus tells us today, don't let your hearts be troubled, but find peace in me, right? Because His peace is the one that surpasses everything. His peace is the one that leads us into a greater relationship with Him. And I find that the more times that we express our thanks and our gratitude to Jesus, the more that we're able to truly receive that peace. The more that we're able to just rest in Him and allow Him to take control of our life. And the more that we receive that peace, the more that we desire it. And so maybe today a little bit of a challenge is to take some time and write down the things that you're grateful for, right? What are the ways in which the Lord has truly worked in your heart over these past couple of months? Because where the Lord is at work and when we focus on what the Lord has done, we allow for Him to settle inside of our hearts. And that gives great peace, I know that when I thank other people for doing things, when I'm grateful for them, it makes me excited, right? But yet it also brings me just a great calmness. And the same is with Jesus. When we thank Him for what He's done, especially during this Easter season, especially when we're thanking Him for the gift of the resurrection, there's a calming sense about that. There's a peace that comes along with it. And so I challenge you today to maybe write some things down and what you're thankful for, or ways that the Lord has provided peace over these past 2 months. Because even though we're in a world of chaos right now, He's still working. And He wants to bring His church closer to Him. Because His peace is the one that heals. And the closer that we are to Him, the closer we are to that healing, and the closer we are to feeling whole within inside of ourselves. Body, mind, and soul, that we can feel that wholeness to live life to the fullest. His peace is the one that surpasses understanding. And that's what He comes. He says, peace be with you. But the question is are we willing and are we ready to accept that peace, right? Because I know in my life it's so easy for me to get caught up on things that need to get done, or wanting to be with people and spend time with friends and whatnot, or reading some other book. Right now I'm in the middle of the Lord of the Rings series, and so maybe it's focusing on reading, or it's focusing on writing various things, or whatever it may be, that I take my focus and I turn it away from Jesus. And when I turn my focus away from Jesus, I find that I'm not at peace. Even if what I'm reading or what I'm doing is religion based, it's faith based, it's Jesus based, until I can sit in the silence. Start by thanking him, and then also starting by opening up my heart to allow him to move, so that he can be the glue that glues my heart back together. And so may the peace of Jesus just dwell within inside of you today. And as you thank him for those things that you write down, and you spend some time in prayer and gratitude for them, invite his peace into your heart. And I guarantee you it's going to change your day, and it's going to change your week. Because where the peace of the Lord is, there is true victory. And that's what this season of Easter is about. It's about the victory of the cross. It's about the victory over death. And so know that we are praying for you. Know that we love you. We can't wait to see you. And know that the peace of the Lord really, truly wants to dwell inside of your hearts, wants to bring you healing, wants to bring you consolation. Don't let your heart be troubled, but find peace in Jesus and allow him to be the glue that glues your heart back together. And all praise and thanksgiving be to him. God bless all of you.